So, I wanted to drop a quick video about a strategy that I've been using just recently and that seemed to be getting some really, really amazing results. So, I'll tell you a little bit about kind of the structure of it, what are the results I'm seeing, and then I'll tell you how you can start using this in your own life. But basically, what I've been trying to do over the past 2 months or so is I've been working a lot on energy and like parlaying that into my business, trying to stay really focused during the day, trying to make sure that when I'm at the office, when I'm doing work, I have as much focus and energy and intensity for the exact results that I'm trying to pursue rather than getting hung up on like, where am I going to go to lunch right now? Am I getting tired? Am I zoning out a little bit towards the end of the day? So I've been really highly focused on this, not necessarily worrying about my weight or anything like that. As long as my workouts feel good, I'm seeing a little bit of progress every single time. That's a win for me. So that's not necessarily been my biggest focus. It's all been about energy and energy production, mental cognition, making sure that I'm thinking fast, thinking on my feet, and having just the best experience I can on a day-to-day basis. So what I've been doing is restricting my eating a little bit. So kind of almost doing an intermittent fasting, which if you've been listening to a lot of the stuff I see, I talk a lot about extended fast, those 24-hour fasts, and not necessarily about the 16-hour fast with the 8-hour feeding window or anything like that. So what I started to do in about 2 months ago was I started to wake up and then rather than eating first thing in the morning, having a protein shake or eggs and sausage or whatever, what I've been doing is I've been having my coffee. I've been putting milk in it, so it's not like I'm fasting. And or I'm having a nootropic. So either coffee or nootropic. This nootropic I'm actually creating, it should come out pretty soon, but I've been testing out a lot of different variations I'm really liking what we've come up with. So I've been having this in the morning. So caffeine energy, basically. So what it looks like, the structure is I wake up at like 6 a.m. I have 32 ounces of water with an electrolytes element packet in there. And then about an hour to 2 hours later, I'm having my first serving of caffeine. So whether that's coffee or nootropic, the nootropic I'm creating is called M Focus. So yeah, just a little light teasing out for that. So then I'm having that, and then I'm making my protein shake, and I'm bringing it to work with me. And so if I'm waking up at 6, I'm not eating my protein shake until about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. So not really pushing it to like noon or 1. Just kind of like just letting the coffee satiate me for the morning and then eating my protein shake when I get a little hungry. So I'm not having like a super fast, like hard rule about it. It's always at 10:37 every single day. It varies on where I'm at. And then what I'm doing is I'm not even eating any lunch at all until about 5 o'clock, 5:30. My kids seem to eat pretty early, so I've been eating early with them. And that's all I've been having is 2 meals per day. And what I've been finding about this is that if you're not eating that much during the day, my protein shakes are probably only like 450 calories. But they're satiating, they fill me up, I feel good, I got great energy. And then I have so much flexibility with dinner. I can eat like crazy things. Like, I mean, we're having Thanksgiving, we're having holiday parties, we're having all these different times where we have the ability to eat a large amount of food. So it just makes it so much easier, gives you so much more flexibility with regard to some of these bigger meals. So, and that was even before the holidays. And I've been seeing some great results in my energy. I've been feeling really good. And what I'm finding is that I'm having a hard time keeping weight on. I'm having a hard time maintaining the weight that I have. So I've been sitting at around 205, 207 for an extended period of time. And the weight, like ever since I switched over to this, my weight just maybe like a quarter or half a pound per week has been dropping. And I don't want it to drop. I'm good right there. I'm good where I'm at. I feel really good. So I'm not trying to get it lower at all, but it just seems to be keeping kind of ratcheting down. And if I want to increase it, like it means I have to literally force myself to eat more or install a different meal or, like not like, go out to brunch on the weekends or kind of go off of this routine. So I wanted to show you this, like what's possible here, because really, if we just have the structure and if we can get into a rhythm with something like this, and then it becomes very, very easy to manipulate your weight, drop or gain as you want to, and not really stress about this. Okay. I think that especially with your body's healthy, we have great levels of cortisol and leptin, some of these hormonal things going on behind the scenes. If we're insulin sensitive, then our bodies are just going to naturally get leaner, and that's kind of the place we want to be in. So if everything else is lined up, if you're healthy, your blood work comes back like in a looking really good, and you start doing this style of I don't even want to call it fasting because we're not really fasting because we're having calories in the morning in the form of coffee or cream. it just makes life super, super easy. And I think that's the biggest thing about nutrition that most people miss is they try to overcomplicate things, install a bunch of different rules. But if it's not easy, you're not going to ever be successful with it, especially long term. So this is just a quick strategy that I wanted to share with you that I think could be amazing because in my life, I've dropped about 7 pounds in 2 months unintentionally without trying to. And this is with me eating like a bowl of cereal at night because like when after dinner, I'm just not stressed about did I get enough calories? Did I did too much? Should I stop eating at 8? It doesn't really matter because I've eaten so light all day long. So it's been really nice, really handy, and my energy during the day is exceptional. I feel very focused, very on point. So I decided to share this with 4 different people to see what their results were like over the holidays, specifically with regard to the Thanksgiving week. So I started off 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. I had them start doing this protocol. And I was like, don't even worry about Thanksgiving. Don't worry about holiday parties. Don't worry about drinking, etc. Just do your thing. See how this goes. Just try this strategy out. And every single person in the 2 weeks from before, like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving till the day after Thanksgiving has dropped between 1 and 5 pounds. And I know that's a small sample size. And I'm probably will redo this video and talk more about it in a professional way later. But I just wanted to share with you something that seems to be really cool, seems to be working really well, and is not giving people issues with like the mental side of the nutrition because it's very easy to just kind of push the meal back, have your shake, and then push dinner back or push lunch back until like 5:30. And then all of a sudden you have a ton of flexibility with regard to what you're eating at that time period. Obviously if you're eating an entire pizza every single night, probably not going to, give you the best results. But also if you eat a pizza once per week and that's probably it, now you have a lot more flexibility with that. So I just wanted to give you the strategy. It seems like it could be very, very powerful because it's literally keeping people from being able to maintain or gain weight during especially busy food-laden times of year. So try this out, especially if this sounds like it could fit with your life and the work you're doing. But you got to make sure that, again, you're very hydrated, you're getting enough electrolytes. If you're not having those 2 things, you're going to be hungry during the day. You're going to like stress yourself out. So try this out, see how it feels. I think this is going to be a great strategy for men and women. I had 2 men, 2 women doing this, and everybody got good results in just a 2-week time period during the holidays, which I think speaks for itself. So try this out. The can't maintain my weight strategy, 2 meals per day, pushing back your breakfast till about 10, 11-ish, and then having your dinner a little bit earlier and not stressing about what that looks like. Okay. So again, but we want high proteins, high fats in the morning, and then high protein, high carbohydrates in the evening, and then if there's a bowl of cereal or if there's pizza or lasagna or having a quesadilla, it's not going to make as big of a difference. So try this out. Let me know what you think. This is an advanced strategy. So I want to make sure you master the basics of the $1 Million Body framework first, and then we can add this in. It's going to be amazing. So talk to you soon. Have a great day.